Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Could he fill a hole inside me? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, Sarah, why you leaving me? Don't you know you can't leave me now? Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Could he fill a hole inside me? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, Sarah, why you leaving me? Put me on my misery.
Então galera, se o jogo da Fúria for demorar pra começar, que eu acho que vai demorar porque acabou de terminar o jogo da Sprout, que eu vou fazer? Eu vou começar a transmitir a Blast, tá? Eu vou transmitir a Blast e quando começar o jogo da Fúria eu coloco no jogo da Fúria, beleza? O que vocês acham? Pode ser? Ou só fica esperando mesmo? Galera, eu vou começar. Vou colocar aqui no jogo da MBR. Enquanto ainda não começou o jogo da Fúria, beleza? Deixe no jogo da MBR. Quando começar o jogo da Fúria, eu coloco pra vocês assistirem, beleza? Deixa da MBR rolando.
Have to find her before she finds us.
Do you know how dangerous she is?
No more secrets. Why do they want me?
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
She smells Sophia.
Just a rat in a cage.
Flash.
I don't want to do it to them,
That was
bro.
insane, dude.
I don't want to do it to
That was
them.
insane. Wanna play now, Derek?
Okay.
Tarik do céu, hein, mano? Poggers, mano. Poggers, velho. Tarik
Não está
do
no trampo
céu.
com? Só com a aba anônima da live aberta.
Até
Gal.
imagino, mano.
Abraço.
Até imagino. Abraço, mano. Obrigado, Rodrigo. Obrigado. O Zeto também. O Cupcakezinho. Gal, lembra do último Major? Melhor transmissão e depois... Não, mano. Sai fora, velho. Não lembro de nada, não. Cara, deixa eu ver um negócio. Pode ser que eu esteja vacilando numa parada aqui. Eu esqueci de olhar em que lugar vai vir o feed. Peraí. Schedule. MIBR Renegades é feed 1. É feed 1. A feed. É isso. Tamo no feed A, mano. Corretíssimo. Vou deixar até aqui. Tamo no feed correto. De Ovônio. 2 meses. Tamo junto, velho. Aí, ó.
O pior é que o Gaules é a única transmissão BR que tem, velho.
Fique
E
aí, mano.
se colocar
Fique aí,
outra
tá,
é tipo inglês.
E agora que eu
Então é melhor
entendi,
deixar
eu
no
achei que
BR
era
mesmo pra galera aí
chroma key,
entender
o troféu tá
a
em
narração.
cima, o troféu fica em
Mas é
cima.
por
Como
pouco
que esse
tempo, porque eu vou
troféu vai
transmitir o
descer
jogo da
depois?
Fúria, então só esperar a Fúria começar que eu coloco.
Vocês viram? Salve Zaroio, salve Plus FPS também. Vocês viram que em Los Angeles eles escolheram um lugar super pequeno, né? Um lugar ali íntimo, um lugar... E aí ia ter pouquíssimo espaço, inclusive para fazer a transmissão de lá. Aí a gente...
Dialatras do time, nostalgia total, agora dá sorte.
Vambora. E aí a gente conversou e eu achei melhor transmitir daqui, velho. O de Moscou, né? Moscou na Rússia, eu vou. Esse ano aqui, velho, é Berlim e Moscou, 2 grandes Major e Blast aí na Rússia. Obrigado. Obrigado, LL22. E o Schumacher também. Faltam 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more bets, senhoras e senhores. No more bets. Então acabou aí as apostas. Quem apostou, apostou. Quem não apostou, um salve pro Tim Galdérios. Zaroio também. Obrigado aí por presentear o Bruno. Mano, que isso,
Ouvira do
velho.
Ipiranga, as margens placidas. Vamos de hino aí, Gal.
Vamos de hino. Vou chamar o hino. Eu só vou pegar... aqui, ó. Ficou 72% MIBR, 22% Renegades e 6% empate. Vai começar, brasileirinho. Vai começar.
Manda salve pra afinada Tim Galdérios.
Tours. Que isso? Um OVNI? Que isso, mano? Olha essa... Que isso? Então, ó. Eu tenho aqui. Opa, ó.
Zaroio de ter dinheiro súbito bronotida.
Vambora, é a hora, hein?
Gal, eu não sou safado.
É sim.
Até morrer.
É sim. clássico, hein? Ouvir de pirangas, margens plácidas, de um povo herói cobrado retumante, e os seus da liberdade, raios fugidos, brilhou no céu da pátria nesse instante. Se o penhor dessa igualdade conseguimos conquistar com braços fortes, em teu seio, ó liberdade, desafio nosso peito à própria morte. Ó pátria amada, idolatrada, salve, salve, Brasil de um intenso raio vívido, de amor e de esperança a terra desce. Sem teu formoso céu risonho e límpido, a imagem do cruzeiro resplandece. Gigante pela própria natureza, és bela, és sorte do Brasil, ó pátria amada, dos filhos desses olhas, mãe gentil, pátria amada, Brasil. Ei, é isso, é isso. Ah, vambora. Faltou um minutinho aí, ó. Já o Leonard já mandou ali no grupo do Skype que vai começar as duas primeiras partidas. Por quê? Porque tem time que descansa, né? É MIBR e Renegades, e FaZe Clan e NRG. Vocês estão vendo ali, ó, que a Cloud9 e a Liquid, o pessoal da Liquid ali tá relaxadão. Então os caras não tá nem aí porque não vai jogar agora. Rebelion, obrigado aí, mano. 4 meses. Thiago também. Obrigado pelo sub. Lá vem o Chapa aí, ó. Ah, vambora.
4 meses na tribo, bora MBR.
Bora. Que isso, mano. Vambora. 117, meu Deus, mano, já vai bater, puta, próximo dos 150 já, mano.
Gal, eu e minha esposa
Oi.
assistimos sua stream todos os jogos.
Certo?
Você em nota 999, 999. Ó.
Obrigado, pô. Abraço, saudações ao casal, aos casais aí, mano. Tá cheio de amigo aí assistindo.
Salve,
que
Gaules,
pegou o melhor
mais
amigo
um
pra
mês te
assistir hoje, aí
acompanhando.
CS.
Você é um exemplo dentro da
Salve.
humanidade do CS.
Salve.
Quando comecei a te assistir eu era aguia em conseguir subir, mas graças às suas dicas agora sou ouro 4, sendo xingado por boludos, valeu.
Tamo junto, subiu, mano. Subiu.
Tribo, o que acham de um show do inventário versão brasileira Herbert Richards? O brasileirinho também pode sonhar em ter um inventário da hora, não só os chineses. Inventário azul de colecionador, maioria das skins eu que craftei. Dá inspect pra ver como ficaram no jogo. Procura nas Tian, Shiden, foto de cachorrinho. Tamo Jota.
Tamo junto, Shiden. Eu vou fazer o seu show do inventário. O Shiden tá desesperado, mano. Ele já mandou 50 mil mensagens, velho. Não começou ainda não, mano. Não começa que não começou nada. Quando começar vai aparecer aqui pra todo mundo, mano. Não começou ainda não. Salve, Lucas Noia. Salve. Paz do Senhor. Salve também. Gal, mandei donate e você não leu. Serre. Mano, é muita coisa acontecendo, velho. Deixa eu ver aqui. Em algum momento eu devo ter perdido.
Como o jogo da MBR também não vai começar,
Boa tarde,
eu vou deixar
Gal.
mesmo
Boa tarde, chefe.
no jogo da Fúria mesmo. Acho que vamos começar praticamente junto, então vamos deixar aí no da Fúria mesmo. É nóis.
No, I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I wrote it all along on your way right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you. I fed up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you. Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the tide was looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all, driving through the take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. I'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space.
You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Could he fill a hole inside me? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain.
Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again.
You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sprout taking on Fúria. We are here for the winner's match as we're starting it out on Inferno, Fúria on the terrorist side. My name is Mitch, I'll be taking you through the action alongside my good pal Dean. And we're already looking towards very early aggression coming through from Sprout, trying to beat Fúria at their own game.
Yeah, an opening kill being found by Fab, and I don't think they realize that Vinny is up so close, though, around these apartments, so he potentially could catch someone off guard. Apparently not, though. Sirison going to go ahead and rip off his head quickly, bringing it down into a 5-on-3 now. This is an interesting approach from Sprout. They also have 2 defuse kits in play. The issue being right now, Keto, the last man left over towards this B side of the map, of course, left alone and trusted to solo hold this bomb site, and he is at least delaying time quite convincingly. Able to stay alive for a decent amount of time, allows for him to rotate in. Spitty going to clear up closer, at least attempt to, as he will end up falling not long before Mirbit, of course, comes back with one of his own, though. So it is still that man advantage in favor of the German side. No longer. Guerri able to step it up for 2 on the Glock and realizes that it's best to fall back off now and just play alongside his teammate, or at least play to stay alive. And there we have it. The coach steps it up for a quad kill.
Guerri with just an insane round. And one thing Fúria did so well there was just playing with the disadvantage. They knew they had to play a little bit more aggressive on the post plants. If you allow yourself to be boxed in towards the back of the site, you're just going to get mauled. But they take those close corners. They hope Sprout won't check them. They check close left. They find one. They're thinking, okay, now it's going to be a little bit more straightforward. Maybe one banana, one site, something along the lines of that. But no, Guerri catches them completely off guard. And what a round from the coach. 4 kills on the board. He's been super impressive today, considering the fact that he is a coach. He's been stepping it up and playing to the level that you would expect from just one of these players in general.
Early on into this round anyways, it does seem like Fúria are having a pretty good time. I mean, right now Sirison left alone on Banana, and I don't think they're really aware of the fact that already there is a player who's creeped around in behind B. Are you going to catch that push from Keto over towards short as well? And with that now, they should have a pretty easy time. Finish off Sirison on the banana position, then they have full control of that B-bomb site, and then it comes down to Mirbit pretty much in a position where he doesn't have any other option than to just go ahead and save that Deagle and Kevlar. Give himself a chance in this next round to at least try and get some damage in, because it will have to just be that full eco from everyone else. Good start from Fúria, though. Looks like they will be able to take this pretty cleanly. It seems like they're trying to hunt, which is interesting. I mean, especially Yuri. He's on 62 HP and has an AK. I don't really feel like him going out and looking for this frag is worthwhile, because it does also risk him giving away an AK. Don't think it's going to happen, though. Of course, we do see him a bit miles away.
For sure. I would expect Yuri to be the player more where Guerri is right now, playing towards the B site, making sure that it's held down efficiently. Because even if he is pushed and somehow Mirbit was to manage to make it to the site and drop that AK, he probably wouldn't get away, because you have players Banana and A site. And those SMGs obviously should be the ones looking for the kills as well. Yuri in a very exposed position, but they are clearing it pretty systematically, allowing the SMGs rather to take point. And he's saving passively enough that he will be able to get away with it. It was only really vulnerable from those banana players in the end. Now it's 2-0. Sprout, like you said, not going to have a lot of cash on the rest of the players coming into this round. Mirbit should be the only one with a whole lot to work with. Could maybe drop a P250, but realistically, okay, a little bit more utility invested into. This is a round where sometimes you can see full nades being bought up, especially with Keto, Spitty having a little bit of cash. Oh, late investments as well. Keto takes a P250. And Favin on the Deagle was bought just before they left spawn. It's not bad, especially on Inferno. You can see these pistols have a lot of impact. Problem is Mirbit's the one playing support, and he's obviously got the armor to work with. Oh, that's dirty by Vinny. He just walks past 2 of them.
Yeah, the player who was up close, unfortunately, turned from a flash, I believe, at the same time, of course, as that push came in, so didn't manage to spot the player up close on the car. And it is another pretty quick cleanup here from Fúria, able to keep themselves once again 4 players alive, just losing an SMG, I believe. So they're going to be pretty happy with how that one went. But of course, now Sprout coming onto the full buy. We are going to see Fúria likely carrying over some of these weaker weapons as well. So they are going to be taking that kind of bonus round approach. Surprisingly, they actually buy up another Mac 10 as well there for Casarato. So this is it's going to be an interesting one. I'd imagine they're going to take this pretty quickly. Aware of the fact, of course, that we may see the CT side kind of sacrificing the helmets onto a couple of players as well, which definitely has been the case. There is Spiddy, Fabian, and Searson who don't have those, so the SMGs up against those players at close range could be very dangerous indeed.
Oh, watch out right now if you're Searson. The nades are coming over from middle. Luckily, the molly's down to delay them a little bit. Shot not going to be connected. He needs to bail. They swing quite quickly to try and catch him off guard, but it's not going to happen. Passive long hold is going to ensue as Murbit will catch them rotating over and decides again to bail back. But now they're very boxed in, trapped towards the bomb site almost. Long range angles on offer for Searson. He's being covered by Murbit to an extent. They could still walk up short. Actually cause quite a lot of havoc, really. And just keeping the control now. Furia not having anybody watching flanks, sort of expecting Sprout to stay more passive, but the problem is, with the aggressive banana control they've been able to take with Faven, Spiddy is able to play a much faster rotation game and watch long for the A-side players. Spam through the smoke does a bit of damage, as Searson, with the AWP, is in a lot of danger. He needs Murbit to be alive here. If they haven't got two players on the site, Searson's in a one-and-done spot, and spam through the smoke. Guerry can't even see the smoke. Straight onto the head, easy peasies. Searson's caught off guard as well. Timing is so poor. So it's all to Faven, the player that had that aggressive control of Banana. But ultimately, he'll give it up to take T-spawn control. Hopefully saving over this M4 through to the next round. A nice little save spot. Not one that's going to be too frequently checked, as they, I mean, most likely won't even completely hunt with more than one player. The SMG on Caserato could definitely get a bit more aggressive. To be honest, though, I'd almost rather see him drop that SMG. I mean, he's definitely the one that could use the money more, but he's on 54 HP, and if he dropped the SMG to someone else, they have a much better chance of following through if they were to hunt. He's playing towards the bomb site, though, so not hunting at all.
Yeah, they are kind of eventually actually trying to see if they can hunt it down. You see Guerry getting closer in the spawn, but I don't think they're really going to be going in too aggressively from this point forward yet. Willing to just keep all 5 players alive. That's kind of ideal there for Furia. Did they lose one to the bomb? I don't think so, no. Vinny just didn't have a weapon, so I was a little bit confused for a second. But yeah, Sprout able to carry over the 1M4. The issue is they still can't really buy around this one. I mean, if they wanted, Faven could drop one over. Maybe Searson could pull out an M4 body armor, but I think that'd be too dangerous of a buy at this point. Probably just pistols, maybe some Kevlar to actually back up this rifle.
I would just like to point out the fact that Guerry's 7 for 0 right now. He's actually pushing past that of a Brazil. He's looking fantastic. I mean, we said it starting the series off, then throughout the last series we saw Furia in that he's been impressive as a stand-in, far surpassing our expectations. I think it's fair to say. My first time seeing him play, anyways, and it's definitely a treat. Although we did see him certainly have the confidence built up on Nuke as well. He was the one that just pushed through his smoke with a deagle out when he had an op. But they had obviously they were so close to winning at that point that it was almost irrelevant. Nasty little boosts coming up. Eventually we get over to it. Yuri trying to spam down through apartments from a nice angle, but not one we actually see used too often on Inferno.
Looks like Furia are attempting to try and pressure on towards the middle. That's actually a very aggressive grenade right there coming in from Searson. Exposed himself heavily on the angle, but was able to get it off. And with that, dropping Art down to 9 HP, doing a good bit of damage onto Yuri as well. It can be quite impactful, especially when it comes down to those pistols having to take those close range fights. Every single bit of damage, of course, it does help. There we go. Furia just going to commit straight in towards B. Surprisingly, not even putting down a smoke. Eventually going to do so, but they went ahead and gave away their position beforehand. The spam coming through, but it's still Furia getting the frags. We do see 4 players being relatively tagged up, though, so it could get dangerous. Peter going to try and push in through the smoke, ends up going down. Although Faven was able to find one in the meantime, he is now the last man standing, and that didn't last very long because Art went ahead and just took his head off through the smoke.
Yeah, he just got spanked in through that smoke, unfortunately. 5-0. Furia dominating early T side, but here's the full buy for Sprout. Searson. I don't know, Zesh says it's Searson. I don't know if that's just his accent or if that's how you actually pronounce it.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I did a couple of Sprout games with Zesht. And he just, yeah, I noticed he says Searson. So, I don't know. I feel like it is that. I'm going to go with it. I like it. Searson. Anyways, he's got the AWP out is what I was trying to say before I got sidetracked. a kit on Favin, who's avoided head armor, but realistically, you don't expect to need head armor all too often. The fact that Fury has saved over so many M4s, it could definitely be a deciding factor in some of these engagements. A 3v5 in a position with Murbit and Spitty low that could actually swing back over towards Furia, with Vinny eliminating Favin but being spammed through the smoke. That at least keeps it over firmly in Sprout's favor. Guerry, 1v4. I believe in his abilities. The coach, the man that could bring them over the line in a lot of games, tactically speaking. But can he do it while he's on the server? Lead by example. That's the expression. If he dies here without a kill, he'll be 7 for 1. It'll be the perfect Brazil. Oh, is that step heard? I'm not sure if Spitty heard the drop down there from Guerry. As he pushes forward, there's a player on the site and one in CT. This is going to be hella hard with 47 HP to work with. Spitty wins out the first duel. 7 for 1 there on Guerry. As the Brazil comes out, he's top fragging, and I love that. Gotta take a screenshot of that for him. Feeling good. It's just great to see that kind of performance, because often we see, I mean, we saw it in the previous game, right? When a coach comes in, they, as expected, I mean, I don't want to be overly harsh. You don't expect them to do well, but they tend to do pretty poorly. Guerry's not suffering to that.
Yeah, I mean, he did get off to a pretty good start with that 4K in the pistol round as well, but even then, the amount of impact that has actually had for them, definitely a worthwhile point now. Guerry taking a lot of damage, speaking of him, though, to a nade early on in this round, so he's been quite tagged up. Vinny, though, going to be the one to lead that charge in towards long, and already an advantage has been found. Intro the arch as well, they do have Art with the op there still, who's actually going to fall back off and come around towards the banana instead. Flank, that could be a bit of an issue. We will see Saracen been able to get one, but Vinny over towards banana takes down the player who was left to actually defend that avenue of attack and to defend the bomb site. And of course now it's in a bit of an awkward spot here. But if he catches Yuri here in the spawn, then it does at least bring him back into an equal spot, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, Searson almost went down though with the flashbang, and luckily we saw him survive. And Murbit being able to catch him off up close in the gaps between those smokes. Art comes through with an AWP pick on Banana, now leaving a man advantage into play for the T side. And if they don't find a pick within the next couple of seconds, it will be a save. Searson now playing just for those exits. Well, he's got a decent opportunity. Even if he misses the shot, the chances of them being able to close in the distance, if they're straight rushing him, is pretty low. Teammate's not that far away and could rotate in to help him. But they're not going to be pushing towards CT. Knowing there's an op in play, they're happy to allow it to be saved over, which is odd considering how much money is in play for Furia right now. But they obviously just don't want to lose these 3 weapons and force a reinvestment in the next round, as 3 surviving is kind of a minimum for keeping your economy in a positive position moving forward.
Yeah, but at this point now, Sprout, they really need to start picking up these rounds. Otherwise, I think it's going to fall away from them a little bit too far. And I was going to say, on paper, like, I'd normally favor Furia in this matchup, but just due to the fact that they have their coach coming, and I was going to say I expect it to be an extremely close game here between these two. But so far, I'm surprised. I did not expect Furia to be kicking it off with a 6-1 lead. And of course, the opportunity to try and build up some more rounds here on the T side, definitely still there for them. We do see Saracen actually taking quite a bit of damage early on. I believe he was trying to peek down in towards Banana and ended up getting spammed up a little bit through the smoke. The only thing is, Sprout actually this time have successfully held down that Banana control, so they've been able to get aggressive, and it doesn't really seem like Furia are expecting this. Yeah, Saracen coming in behind with that AWP may have the opportunity for a free frag, and there we go. Art goes down, but it's the apartments where we will see the majority of Furia coming from. Caserato able to find one before he gets dropped, and now the issue for Furia is trying to get out of this pit. They have some utility to do so at least, but they're completely surrounded. Even as they go and try and put that bomb down already, all of Sprout are nearby ready to try and prepare for the retake, and Favin catches the aggression.
A hard spot for Yuri and Guerry. Big clutch needs to be made. Yuri, that Molotov is going to spread to him, I think, but that one definitely is. He's in so much trouble. Has to go out in the open, cop of the molly in the end. It's all down to Guerry. 1v4 again. This time they've got to push him, though. Favin, low HP up close, going to be taken down straight away, but no further kill to be found as Searson was posted up on the op and found himself the kill. 6-2. Sprout finding a much-needed round to keep their cash flowing with the defuse coming through and 3 weapons carried over. Keto is going to need a drop, presumably, and Favin reinvesting. Does keep their economy somewhat low, but Searson and Murbit have already built up so much. Well, Murbit's going to drop over, so his cash is going to be eaten into. But still a very nice amount of economy built up on their Opper for sure. And Spitty and Murbit having a little bit of a future-proofed bank roll as well. Well, Furia will find it hard to find easy wins, let's say.
Yeah, it's still a position here, though, for Fury, where they also have some money left over, so Sprout do need to start chaining these rounds together. Sirisson's going to give them the opportunity to do so, as actually he manages to catch 2 kills over towards Banana. Got flashed in by Spitty, allowing for him to take that peek, of course, and with that now, a 5-on-3 very quickly found in favor of the German side. Well, Fury, it seems like they do have a bit of a plan. The only issue being the bomb left back down towards the bottom of mid. It definitely looked like they wanted to set up to try and take this one on towards the A-bomb site, but delayed by smokes, delayed by the fact that they had to go back for the bomb. See what their actual plan now is going to be about where they want to bring this round. Split it up for the moment. I mean, they do still have quite a bit of time, but I'd rather see them work together rather than split up, trying to take fights, which could, of course, just kind of push the round even further in favor of Sprout here.
And the fact that the player towards Banana has the bomb is kind of the concerning factor for me. But it means if he does catch somebody getting aggressive towards Banana, then maybe he can just rush down and put the bomb in, if there's only one player there, that is. Oh. So the boost is going down right now, I assume. Yep, Favin goes up on top. Searson rotates over. That means they're not going to be rotating all too quickly. Searson catches the angle on Yuri. There was a small bit of a gap in the smoke. He was just waiting to see the foot. As he eventually did, bomb was dropped. Now, I don't know if he fully caught that on the radar because it was only a clip of the foot that he could see through that smoke. So they may not know the bomb was there. Push coming over towards the A site sees both Keto and Murbit holding down in the pit. Molotov in play for Art right now. Could be a oh, he doesn't throw it out though, so easy peasy for Murbit. I was going to say I could close off that angle. It could be dangereux for Sprout, but evidently it wasn't, as it remained on his utility belt until he fell to the floor.
It was just a bit awkward there in general. Art was completely blind when he was trying to get that op shot off onto the player in the pit, so wasn't much that could be done. Sprout do take themselves another round, but as we said before, of course, Furia, over those initial 6 rounds they managed to pick up for themselves, they did build up quite a bit of money, so Sprout do still need to go through one more gun round before, as you said, they have a chance for maybe a bit of an easier one. There we go. This is a very quick play coming in by Furia right now. They were willing to just go straight through all that utility over towards Banana and didn't actually take much damage at all. Been able to find that full Banana control early on, I was going to say, is very nice indeed. Spitty gets one through the smoke, but he ends up showing himself around it to Caserato, who trades back. And with that now, it's actually going to be all on the Favin to try and hold down this B-bomb site. He goes 1 for 1, and that may not be enough as the nearest players now have been smoked off in that CT spawn.
Searson's Molotov, but pushes through it. The ticks are being heard. They know he's here, but they peek into the op. That could be dangerous. He's burning alive. And as he peeks back out, the headshot isn't even needed as he was one hit to that AK. Keto picks up a kill, though. 2v2. Bomb not planted just yet. Keto's going to rotate over. They're definitely going to want to go for this with the kit still in play and a decent lead already developed for Furia. Murbit's cautious of up close, where he's made him a little bit scared of that angle. After the pistol round where he found the 4K from it. Yuri with the AWP in hand, not able to hit that opening shot. Now the flash goes through. Murbit with a Molotov towards the back. This will force Yuri out. He's just baiting and burning him alive in that Molotov in the process. And Keto comes through on the kill. Really nice setup. And it's all on Vinny. He picks up one, but he's been spotted. Head peek angle though. This could work. 10 HP. Murbit finds the kill. And I think there's time for the defuse as well. So Sprout walk away with a 4th round on the board. But man, oh man, was it close.
Yeah, they had to fight hard for it, and unfortunately in the end they're not able to retrieve the op, but they do have money to buy them up again. Searson able to go ahead and get one for himself. Some rifles going to be thrown over from Murbit, one towards Favin, and of course it doesn't really impact Sprout too much. They had a good bit of money already built up. It does do it overall a bit of damage, though. It puts them in a position where if they were to lose this round, although they could buy onto 3 players, you would see Keto and Spitty being a little bit short on money, so with Fúria actually getting that bomb down, them coming in on a buy again, they still have an opportunity here where they could potentially break the economy of a couple of players on Sprout. So it's still a little bit awkward. We do need to see Sprout continuing to pick up these rounds, but they've definitely stepped up massively over these past 3. Oh, Guerry able to actually just creep all the way up through apartments there. Keto trying to jump up, unaware of the fact that they did not have control, ends up paying a hefty price.
When you underestimate Guerry, the results can be scary.
I knew that was coming. The second you said it like that, I just knew it.
I love it. I love it. Well, we got a Krieg here on Murbit. He's tucked in on the long corner. If you leave him unchecked, you're going to have to call the corner because he'll kill a lot of people. All right, I'm sorry.
Stop.
So he's got the Krieg. He's not. There you go. Corner's being called. Destroyed on the side as well as Spitty picks up 3, and there's a 4th. Fantastic hold coming through from Sprout as it is 6-5. And a scoreline right now for Sprout that's, look, it's not amazing, but it's getting a lot better as the buy rounds go on.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep it up like this, if they can bring it up to 9-6 at the half time, then I'd say they'll be really happy with how that has gone. I mean, 9-6 is a half, you'd normally be like, okay, that's a good half. We can do this. We put ourselves in a position here where we can win. We pick up the pistol, especially when we're in a great spot. But considering Fúria get off to such a great start, if they can actually pull this back up to 9-6, I think they'll be feeling very good with themselves going into that second half. But let's see, a quick rush up towards Banana is the goal right now for Fúria. They have 1 AK and some pistols to work with. And unfortunately have taken a ridiculous amount of damage to nades and molotovs early on. They actually end up losing a player as well. Vinny goes down then to the M4, and it doesn't look like there's going to be much success found in this round here for the T side, unfortunately. I mean, Casarado pulls 1 back, but all 3 players right now are barely hanging on to life.
Yeah, I mean, it should be an easy enough sweep up. Searson's going to find it hard to get that damage done on the AWP. Murbit's going to find it very hard to get damage done because he's dead. Spam through the smoke. Searson's there, but he can't really return a spam on the op. So you're relying on Keto at this point to do most of the damage. There's a Molotov in play on Keto as a nade. If he even just bounces that towards Mini Pit, he could find a free kill. Or the site. Do it. Nade it. Nade it. No, he fights it. Okay, but he wins it either way. And it's easy in a sense because you think about if Fúria have to headshot him, whereas he has to hit them anywhere. Like their whole body is ahead at that point. Like something from Rick and Morty. But now we're going to see what Fúria got. They're going to show us what they got as a full buy is going to come through from them. But it's definitely going to dig down into the depths of their economy. Their bank account's going to be feeling pretty empty after this one. A lot of players. I wonder if they want to get an AWP. I mean, obviously, Casarado has the money himself. Guerry could drop over. And just so he's a bit of a lackey util. The AK coming out on Casarado, so it does look like it's going to be just a raw rifle round. Not too uncommon, really. But the faster strategies... Oh, yeah, one thing I wanted to say in the previous round, but then it went on a lot longer than I thought it would, was that Sprout adapted really well to the fact that they've been mollying very frequently towards the bottom of Banana, and Fúria have been smoking it. So allowing them to put the Molotovs down staggered, and then nade through as well. Nading closer, though, knowing that Fúria... Because before, their nades were going deep down Banana, but Fúria had already rushed past because they'd smoked the Molotov. But this time, they throw them down shallow and just rip Fúria apart with those kills. I liked it. I like the adjustment to their utility deployment.
Yeah, and then they had another nade as well, of course, ready to bounce off the wall into the car position. So just overall well played. It was still a much closer round than they would have anticipated, I'd imagine. And I mean, coming into this one now with the damage that was done in the previous, if this doesn't go in their favor, they could be in trouble. But Spitty going to go ahead and step it up once again, taking 2 quick headshots, doing so without taking a single point of damage. And now ready on the up as well, as Casarato and Vinny do look to inch their way over towards B.
Really, he just needs to find one, and there it is. Casarado falls. Vinny is left on a 1v3, and that op is still lurking around with 3 kills on the board. Spitty starts to rotate. He's going to play Coffins. Now, Vinny should be ready for this. Oh, he hears the scope. It's dangerous, but Vinny isn't going to land the shot, and Searson with the AVP comes out on top.
I need to ask you something, Mitch. Why do you pronounce words so strange every now and again? Like, you said Searson... But you also come in with damage and
damage is fun.
Risky. you just do it a lot, and I've never asked you before because it's just strange.
It just I don't know.
Risky
sometimes
and
I'm feeling
are
it.
Completely different things, Mitch. Just for
sometimes I'm just feeling it, you know. Just feels good.
All right. I mean, That's our reason. But here we go. 7-6. Sprout have actually got themselves into the lead now. Are Fury going to be able to even find one more round here on the T side? I think they want to actually be sitting pretty comfortably at the halftime.
Oh. Caserado's very lucky to be surviving that. That was, I think, an attempt at a shoulder peek by the looks of it, but it was more of the half-body peek. As you could see almost his full, both of his eyes as he peeked out there, saying, "Shoot me, try it." Luckily, the shot doesn't land for Favin, so Furia don't lose a man just yet. Again, he's got a little bit wide there. They're showing Favin a lot of ass, but he's not following through on a kill. Oh, close on long as well there. Art actually got caught out. It's a little bit awkward now because you got players either side. The smoke. I heard a smoke and I thought it was going to be to cover Murbit exiting, but he just straight ran out. The hell, it worked. He got away unscathed. Not a point of damage has been done to the CT side while Furia are a man behind. And the info's known on where they were and pushing towards the B side. Okay, well, this is the one thing. They know Favin's here. He's fired 2 shots at 2 different players. Very staggered out. So they should be expecting this. Hopefully, this time they'll be shoulder peeking it.
Oh, actually, they boost up above instead. Yeah, that does indeed work. That's another way to go ahead and approach that situation. A very strong trade coming in, but Spitty again in position. Goes 1 for 1, but he also puts in some more damage.
You just don't expect
a very good spawn indeed. Yeah, Saracen from behind. I mean, I don't think he's going to be quick enough, but Mirbit goes through 1 for 1 again. I mean, this is just continuously back and forth right now.
The timing was so good in the rotations. They're reading it. You see one player with the AWP, second player with the M4. Okay, you don't expect Mirbit to be there. Problem is that he was a little bit late going through and took down the AWPer, so wasn't able to find the second kills. They reacted in time. The positions from Furia were enough to overcome. Nice shot connected by Yuri, and now it's down to a 2v1. Keto's position isn't known, and he's actually managed to make it over towards the pit. Guerry misses the shot. Oh, this is dangerous! Guerry's not able to follow through. Keto wins out the battle. The positions were perfect. There was barely any utility to play with from Keto. The time was ticking away, and yet still he forces both fights and wins it. Yuri peeking out to try and trade his teammate who had just taken a shot, assuming that Keto wouldn't be kind of focused on it, waiting for the op to re-peek perhaps, but no, he was straight on it. The reaction was there to catch that kill on the backside, and as Guerry then tries the exact same thing, his position already known, the pre-fire came into effect.
Yeah, just a difficult spot in general right there. We see Furia now, of course, coming into this final round with a decent buy once again, but at this point, Sprout have taken themselves 7 rounds in a row. They've taken 7 out of the 8 out of the last 9 as well. So just overall, once they've got the economy rolling here on the CT side, it's been pretty convincing from them. And again, we do see the exchanges coming in early on over towards mid and banana, but they go heavily in favor of Sprout. Saracen going ahead and increasing that even further. The aggression through banana from Spitty, though, that just isn't necessary. It does leave Mirbit alone on that B bomb site. Fortunately, we do see Vinny try and kind of force the issue into the smoke, so he will end up going down either way. But it was a gamble. I don't think it was really necessary. Either way, though, Yuri left alone in a 1-on-3 to try and put another round here on the board for Furia.
Yeah, Yuri's going to have a rough time of it. As he moves towards the B site, Murbit's just locking it down, waiting for a peek to come through, holding a very off angle as well. Oh, jumping up on top. Yuri almost catches it, but it's not quite there. So 9-6. We're jumping through to a convincing enough half, I think, from Furia at the start. I mean, it was looking like it was going to be a hell of a dominant game. And yet Sprout, they come back into it pretty well when it came down to the buy rounds. Not somewhere I expected them to thrive all too well.
Yeah, it's going to be an important pistol round, to say the least, here for Furia, especially. 2 defuse kits coming into this one. This is very similar to what we've seen from Sprout, where they done the exact same thing. We've seen the aggression coming in through second mid, though, from Sprout on their CT side. Fury going to be taking a little bit of a different approach. Art finding himself a quick headshot there in towards the apartments after opening one up on second mid as well. With that, suddenly, Fury do find a 5-on-3 and putting themselves in a pretty good position. Favin will trade one back. It's a second as well before eventually falling. And now that puts it into a bit of an awkward spot here for Sprout. Mirbit and Favin not in positions to help each other at all. But as I say that, Mirbit does drop out onto the A bomb site and realize that it's clear. The issue being, of course, that mid push coming in from Art could go ahead and shut that bomb down.
Yeah, but the flank, look at that. Perfect from Mirbit. Catches the kill, gets an aggressive position now to catch the rotations through the CT spawn. And so it's all down to Favin to try and pull it back. Or, sorry, no, it's down to Favin to get the bomb plant. But Furia have Casarado and Yuri to try and pull it. The problem is, at this point, they're kind of taking for granted the fact that Long's going to be clear. Murbit's holding a super passive angle, though. So Yuri's able to push all the way up. Now, he could be very effective if he's spotted out. Murbit could then come up behind and catch them off guard. Favin just needs to stay alive. Super important. If he falls, the round is in grave danger. Shots landed. Yuri's position has been exposed and taken down. Casarado moving to the site has no idea where Favin is. And up above the smoke, he misses the shots. Could have been the kill. Could have been the kill again. Casarado surviving quite a long time and just bailing out of there with the kit. Hoping to save it through to the next round. Maybe catch a frag. But on the flip side, he's taken down. Favin with a 3k in the round, and fairly well played. Sprout take the pistol.
Yeah, after what started off pretty convincingly as well for Furia, of course, where Art getting aggressive in the apartments and opening up with 2 frags. We then seen, I believe it was Favin, of course, on the P250 pulling it back with a couple very important ones towards Banana. But here we go. Of course, we do see Furia going in for the force buy. If this one doesn't work out, then we do see Sprout likely taking a 12-6 lead before the guns actually will come out into the hands of the Brazilian side. So this could get a little bit awkward indeed. Let's see, are Furia at least going to be able to make it a worthwhile round, even if they're not able to pick up that victory is the question. We do see Sprout playing pretty cautiously. They had that spam in apartments, looking like they do want to try and just pressure in towards middle and get that control. Already getting some towards Banana, but they're not really looking to try and challenge towards the actual car itself right now. Instead, wrapping around on towards Long. And I believe they've made the correct decision here. Of course, with the smokes down, it does, of course, isolate that player who's in the who was around the bomb site who tried to take the fight on Long. We see Guerri trying to get aggressive in the apartment, unfortunately being spotted by Spiddy. And with that now, it's a very quick 5-on-2 being found as the bomb goes down. Not much Fury can do about this anymore. Vinny and Art just going to run away.
I mean, I don't know if maybe my eyes didn't process it at the right time, but it looked to me like Guerri shot him with a Mag 7 in the chest, close range, and did like 20 damage.
Not too sure mine didn't catch it.
That was weird, but okay. I mean, there was gun kick right after, but I felt like it was after he shot. Vinny, nice try and smoke it off and bail, but it's not happening. The only explanation there was because there's no delay in the GoTV, so I don't think it should be GoTV lag, but possibly that bullet hit him just as he shot, so Guerri flicked upwards with the gun kick and then just barely caught him. But then there was no headshot, but I don't know, it was weird. Shotguns are broken.
Oh, here's a play from Fury that you said you thought Sprout might have went for in that previous half. Where they just get out the nades. I mean, Yuri doesn't get a nade, he gets a P250 instead, but everyone else spends their 300 on an explosive device instead. And there's a bit of damage. I mean, not as much as they would have been hoping for. Favin gets taken on a bit. He actually goes ahead and avoids the position, so he's not out in the open. But Art and Vinny going to go ahead and drop one each. Sirison comes in to try and save the day, though. Cleaning up on the Mach 10 with 3 frags, $1,800. Easy money. It's all Yuri now in a 1-on-3, and he will indeed be finished off. I mean, all things considered, though, Fury, I think they can be happy with the bit of damage they got done. But also, of course, the fact that Mach 10 did go ahead and just build up so much money for the Opera of Sprout kind of negates the damage they did actually get in.
For sure. It's free real estate. Nice spot for Searson. He's happy to move into this role. An AWP. 3 AK-47s a Krieg. Full utility. Plenty of cash built up for a lot of their players. And Fury at this point, look, the weaknesses you see coming through have to be, met with a caveat. That's a nice opening duel coming through from Art. Is he still aggressing? He gets team flash that time, so it'll be a little bit more passive. So, okay, or not. Keeps on going. But the aggression, whilst it's a staple of Fury, it doesn't work out as well, because if you just keep peeking mid, I mean, they're going to catch you eventually. Shot landed onto Guerri. Wasn't even caught out from Long where he was spotted. It was Searson just rushing forward with the USP that finds himself the kill. Now you're left into a 2v3, a position that just is almost unwinnable for Furia, considering they're on the retake, time limited, of no information. They have kits at least, but with the MP9 in play as well. And with it being on Casarado, who's coming in through Long, you've got the positions not being great for the weapons that they have. Vinny still finds 1 kill, but taken down from behind on short. And Casarado really should just try to get one of those weapons and save it. See if he can catch the short player off and take him down. He's waiting for aggression to come up behind him.
Yeah, I don't think much is going to be given to him right now. Sprout realizing they don't really have to hunt this one down. They don't have too much money themselves. It is a position where they may decide to drop over to Keto and Spiddy, of course, who have a little bit less money. But there we go. Caserato is able to go ahead and upgrade towards an M4 at least before the round timer does run down. So carrying that into this round gives them a rifle at least to work with. But are we going to be seeing the full buy coming in is the question. A Scout and a Mag 7 being bought up so far, but it seems like they may be keeping just around $2,000, giving themselves enough to get a good buy in the next round. But it's a position here where we likely see Sprout taking a 14-6 lead. And I wasn't really expecting this. I mean, especially considering Furia went up 6-0 at one point, or rather 6-1, my apologies. But yeah, they started off so dominantly on that T side, and since then have just fallen completely flat.
Sprout have been the dominant ones here for the Terroristas. See if they have what it takes to bring it over the line. Furia going in for a weaker buy on this one, but one that can definitely on a lot of maps be overlooked, but specifically right here. So many close range angles on offer for the CTs, and if Sprout force it up, if they don't play together, they could be in a lot of trouble. With Caserato having the M4, he can hold down Banana alone and leave the weaker weapons play on the A side. The timing's pretty bad, but Yuri eventually, he hears that shot from Searson. He knows he's there. Molotov pushes him back, so he can't hold the angle, but Yuri is so close to finding the kill, but can't take it over the line. 13 HP left on Searson.
Yeah, they still have the man advantage, though, as well as taking Searson down low. So, I mean, this is a pretty decent position for Furia to be in. Will they be able to turn it into a round win is the question, though. Get aggressive in the apartments. I think Yuri may be able to find some info, may even spot these players walking back on mid. There we go. Drops Mirbit and extends that advantage even further. At this point, Sprout, they just need to make a play. Either make their way towards one of these bomb sites together, or else just go for the save. Spiddy, I think, is trying to sell a little bit of a fake on mid right now. The issue is we're still going to need to see Keto and Searson make their way into that B bomb site against two opponents. And as you can see, it's not looking too great for them. Searson pulls one back, but not before, of course, Keto gets tagged by the Opper, or by the Scout, rather. So, yeah, barely hanging on to life now, both of these players. 12 seconds to get the bomb down. Still two players nearby to deal with. It's just not going to happen. And there we have it. The flank eventually comes in.
Caserato tried to catch the angle on the Keto there and just ended up spraying down his dead body. His teammates were already on the rotate. Very well handled by Furia, getting another round on the board. Comeback will be difficult, but at least they're on the CT side, right? And that round certainly looked a lot better than what we've seen from them before. And I would put it down to maybe a bit of overconfidence and a lot of unnecessary aggression. Now, I know Furia, it's very much their thing, right? They like to get in your face, but the play from Art, where I think he peeked mid like 4 times in the space of 10 seconds. Flashbangs were going down, but eventually they stopped. Hold on, quick push towards B. This could be very dangerous, but they haven't spotted out one more player. Sitting in the back, Vinny! Oh, he can make a huge play, but he only gets one. Does some damage towards a couple more, but it's not enough. A 2v4 retake of B, even with low HP on 2 players, it's not going to be easy. That could have been the play.
There are too many targets for him. He didn't know which one to go for. Then didn't realize that he hadn't finished off the first. Panic, tried to flick back over. By that point then, there's 2 players looking at him, and I mean, at least he took one and done some damage. It gave his teammates a bit of a chance, but it didn't work out. Sprout able to just get in towards that bomb site. It was already a 2-man advantage at that point. And of course, Favin even lurking around towards A, not going to allow for any of those weapons to be carried over. We see Furia picking up 1 round instantly, though. Sprout pull it back. I mean, we will see at least a good buy again from the Brazilian side, but at this point, if it doesn't work out, it's just, that could be the end of it.
Yeah, on 14-7. That's the real problem, right, for Furia right now, that if this doesn't work, if they don't make a stand right now, it's pretty much all over. It's the double op setup. Oh, aggression from Art. This time a little bit wiser, but it doesn't work out as he misses the shot. Nothing lost for Furia, but something gained for Sprout. They managed to make a little bit of second mid-control, all theirs. Smoke down as Art will now be a little bit more alone on long. I think he thought he was backing off there, but caught in the corner. Sticking around very aggressively, considering there's not a whole lot of support. We have seen Yuri rotate down and play a bit more passive. They could have pushed through the smoke and caught him off guard, but that hasn't really been how Sprout are approaching these rounds. Caserato on B picks up one onto Searson, and they should expect maybe a second player to be here after a bit more of an aggressive posted angle without a whole lot of information. Swinging towards the CT side, so they start to move to A, where 3 players hold down even after the kill. It was a 4-man stack.
Yeah, this is going to get dangerous now, though. Actually, we see that aggression trying to come in from Arthur towards short. He ends up going down. The player up on the balcony getting dropped as well. At least Vinny does trade it back, but it's still the 2v2. And most importantly, Keto has this flank right now from long. There is a smoke down, and I was going to say it makes things a bit awkward. But not if Mirbe can deal with that sight problem on his own, because now it allows for Keto to just go ahead and sit in this corner. They have no idea. Caserato, is he going to be checking this close position as he makes his way out is the question. Puts his back to it, and there we have it. Keto goes ahead and finishes that one off. A map point now for Sprout as they take a 15-7 lead. And of course, Furia, this time they're not really going to have enough money to put together a strong buy. In the previous round, we saw them being able to pull out a couple of ops because they had money left from before. This time, though, the loss bonus doesn't give them quite enough. I mean, a couple of M4s coming out at least, a FAMAS and MP9. Guerry probably going to get something similar, goes for the FAMAS in the end. It's not ideal, though. I mean, if we're looking at what's been happening, I guess Furia have had a little bit more success with these slightly weaker buys, but it's still not what you want to have.
It's not where you want to be fighting for the overtime, really. 8 rounds in a row with this kind of weak buy. It's not a good way to start it off. Let's see if they can make it work, though, with a man disadvantage already in their possession. Keto, okay, he's cut off by Guerry. Able to find that and bail on back. Back down to a 4v4. One player to defend B, so he starts to rotate over. The aggression from Art. This could be huge. It depends where Sprout take it. If they start moving up middle, Art won't be able to catch them off guard. He spots a player in second mid. He just leaves him. Not heard dropping down. He's coming up behind. This could be huge. They have all the control. They think second mid's completely clear. I'm going to stick on Art here. I want to see how he handles this. Murbit starts to rotate up. Oh, he doesn't. This is dangerous. Art can't push Banana with Murbit in this spot. As Murbit could turn around at any point. Comes up close, finds one, but as he swings in, the reaction is so quick from Favin. The child prodigy. He comes in and brings it down to a 3v3. Sprout on the verge of victory, but walking through the smoke there, Searson, that was a brave move.
Yeah, Yuri was just able to spam away, blow himself, and get a very easy kill. You just see Spitty and Favin instantly try and bring it back towards Ado. The issue is, of course, Guerry did realize that. He went ahead and got himself back in position. And after taking down Spitty, of course, it leaves only Favin on 20 HP. So the coach right now for Fury is in a great position to go ahead and actually close this round out in their favor and keep themselves alive for the moment. And there we have it. Should be able to pick up that op as well to toss on over to Art in this next round if he wants to go ahead and take it. Still, of course, 7 more rounds for Fury is what they need just to send this one into overtime, as you said. So it's still a very, very long road ahead of them. They're not quite there yet. They've gone ahead and given themselves a chance to at least try and make this comeback happen.
Guerry's almost top fragging. It would have been nice to see.
Yeah.
Vinny
He did start it off really well, being 7-0, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Had that early round impact. Won at the pistol for his team pretty much single-handedly. Right now, though, Sprout, they've got Murbit stepping it up hugely. He's feeling good and he's looking good doing it. But Furia, okay, through with the opening duel on the AWP. Art continues to aggress, eventually bails back. He's got 2 players supporting, in a way. They're making sure that apartments is clear and they can't come out of boiler. Smoke down, but it doesn't rob a whole lot of information from the CT side. They can still hear the players outside. Peek around short and make sure nobody's getting aggressive. There's smoke to be returned on middle. Which is interesting considering the setup. With 4 players on A, you would imagine they'd want to play a little bit more of an information game. That B player, it's not like he's pushed up, right? Vinny's playing so passive. They could be top banana already and run into a very easy B site. Rotation from Arc comes around, which weakens the A site defense. No op here. A Sprout will be pushing down.
I mean, it is still a pretty solid hold overall. Small bit of utility in possession, just being flashes for Furia to try and delay these players as well. But let's see how it's going to go. Just under 35 seconds remaining, so we can't see Sprout hanging around too much longer. They do need to get a move on, and at this point have now made their presence known. The op actually going to catch a kill over towards long. That's Spitty who goes ahead and opens up that avenue of attack now, and this is where it gets dangerous. Mirbik going to be able to drop Yuri. There is still a player up close to this smoke, but they will be able to deal with him as well. Suddenly, a round that was looking great for Furia has completely crumbled. It's all onto Vinny, left in the 1-on-3 to try and keep Furia alive in this map. And I don't know if I have the faith in it happening. He does have a defuse kit and a smoke, but with 3 players to find and with them all playing this safe, not really giving him the chance to go ahead and just to take these frags, rather, he is going to have to try and work for it.
It's a rough spot to play from, and it looks like it could be all over indeed. Sprout managed to take it over the line, 16-8. And what a fantastic series it has been for them. We started it out with Fúria just completely dominating, but as it came to an end, Sprout proved to be the stronger team this time. I want to say, though, fantastic performance from Guerri considering he came in as the coach. He's certainly stepped it up today and played really well. They're not out of it just yet either. That's the winner's match. But it's not the end of the world. But Sprout are looking very good here in the Global Challenge to get a decent share of that 75k prize pool. We're going to throw things over to another break, though. Not actually too sure which game will...
Galera, eu vou colocar agora o jogo da MBR, tá? Porque, infelizmente, a Fúria perdeu. Vou colocar o da MBR, que tá um jogo bem acirrado aí. E é nóis, coloca aí.
Fer rushou o meio. Lucas na caixa do Boltz. Fallen tá na jungle. Vambora. Cobra ele, cobra esse JKS aí, Fallen. Plantando a bomba. Tá, bomba plantada. R-take, R-take, R-take. Relaxa. R-take. Vai acabar as smoke. É nóis. Olha o Lucas. Vac, Vac. Vac do momento. Vac. Boa. 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 Foi todo mundo. 13-13. 13-13. Bora, bora, MBR. Vamos, vamos. Olha o Dead ali, satisfeito. O Dead ali, mano. Olha lá o brasileirinho, o brasileirinho. Bora, Dead, bora. Que isso, o Lucas jogou fino esse round, velho. O Lucas cobrou todo mundo. O Lucas matou um, zoou 4, mano. 3, 5, 8. Vambora, 13-13. Quebra eles de novo. Fizemos economia, fizemos economia. Lá vem o Kim Catafoda-se. Ele é perigoso, é perigoso. Tá. O Lucas tá na cabecinha. Beleza, Lucas. Beleza, Lucas. Pouquíssima vida. Olha a vida do Azir, 25. A vida do Lias, 12. Taxado, taxado. O Lucas matou o Azir. Mataram, mataram o Lias. 2x4, 2x4. Olha o Zelão, 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 Zelão. Zelão do céu, Zelão. Mata ele, Zelão. Mata ele, Zelão. Meu Deus, Zelão. MBR embrasado. Tudo nosso, tudo nosso. Que momento, que momento. Vambora, boa, Zelão, boa. Pegou a info, Zelão, pegou a info. Viramos, viramos. É isso, MBR embrasado. Tão sem dinheiro, hein, Dead? Tão sem dinheiro, Dead. Tá rindo, né? Viu a tela do Zelão, falou. Meu Deus, mano. Certeza, mano. Certeza, salve. Certeza que o Dead viu a tela do Zelão e já falou ali. Meu Deus, hein, Zelão? Meu Deus. Vambora, vambora. Relaxa, relaxa. Tá tenso aí, hein? Tá tenso, hein? Pô, mano, vambora, vambora. 14-13. Um ponto e nós não perde mais. Um ponto, brasileirinho. Um ponto e a gente já tá invicto na competição. Vambora. Ponto importante, velho. Pô, ponto mais importante do campeonato. Pra nós já começar como? Invictos. Dominar o meio. O Fer é perigoso aí, ele vê os tiros vindo. Frio, calculista. O Fer tá ali na smoke, esperando ali o adversário. Não.
Puta que pariu.
Porra, calma, mano, calma. O Kim tomou HS, o Kim catafoda-se do Fer. Tacaram HE, não morre, mano. Os caras não morrem, queima, Satanás, queima. Tá queimando, mano, não morre. O Lucas escutou todo mundo queimando. Relaxa, relaxa.
Eu queria ver essa Mibur jogando.
Vamos, calma.
Triboneira, Zelão God.
Calma. Vamos, Lucas. Pega ele, Lucas. Pega ele, Lucas. Desconfia, Lucas. Desconfia. Ai, beleza, Fallen. O Fallen faz a troca. 3x4.
O que você acha de
nada,
botar a
nada.
no lugar
Não
do
acho
Zelão?
nada, nada. Taxado, Gratisfaction. Zelão, embaixo, Zelão. Grita pro Zelão. Ah, mataram o Zelão, mano. Mataram o Zelão. 2x3. Acredita, Fallen. Acredita, Taco. Ah, 14 é 14. Nós tem dinheiro. Vai ter que comprar, mano. Vai ter que comprar.
Já somos 8 meses e vai só aumentar.
Tamo junto, Semi. Ah, vambora, velho. 14 é 14. Ô, a gente deu muito azar. O Fer deu HS, não matou o Kim. O cara vem junto ali, conversa. Os caras conseguem te escutar, velho. É rádio isso daí, velho. É rádio. O Zelão já ali, ó, mais calmo, conversando. Taquinho com touca. Bora, Taquinho.
Passamos a Fox, agora tamo na final 16x3.
Parabéns, mano. Parabéns aí, velho. Como é que tá? 14 a 14. Ô, é agora, hein? É agora. Tem a W no verdadeiro. Zelão tá de Eagle. 3M4. É agora ou nunca? Vambora, MBR. Vambora. E full armado Renegades. Olha o Lucas, olha o Lucas. Taxado, boa, calma. 4x4. 4x4, calma, Zelão, não emociona, Zelão. Segura, Zelão, deixa os homens trabalhar aí. Ó o Fer, ó, pra você não mostrar o biquinho da arma, ó como é que faz, aprende aí, ó, bizonho. Ó, pra não aparecer seu biquinho da arma quando você fica nessa posição, entendeu? Ó lá, ó, aí o cara não te vê, porque você fica ali, você acha que você é o Fer, mas você é horroroso. Aí você não faz isso, aí você fala, porra, o Fer fica ali e não morre, como é que eu morro? Aprendeu? Fer, cuidado, eles estão de olho em você. Fer, falou! 3x3, calma. Pelo menos podia ser melhor, podia ser pior, não sabemos. O Azir girou. Ele passou a info. Ele falou, Fallen. Que é outra, aliás! Ah, porra, Zeus, fica paradinho depois que pega aqui, fica paradinho. Ah, Invictus, chupa! Chupa quem falou 05! Ah, seu safado! É isso! Hoje não! Você viu, mano? Você viu? O Zelão já falou, você viu, meu, que é outra verdadeiro? Aí ele falou, vi, mas você viu o outro round ali? Também vi os dois, né? Agora ficou elas por elas. Vambora. Vai ter que conversar, hein, professor? Perdendo pra nós com o Zelão de coach, hein? Vambora. Vamos ganhar? Agora que nós já empatou,
Quando
vamos ganhar?
Campinas?
Porra, sei lá, brother. Porra, tá 15-14, brother. Olha o que você quer que eu pense. Sei lá, eu só tô pensando como que a gente vai fazer 16, velho. Porra. Vambora, mano.
Salve, Gal. Manda salve pro Gaules. Abraço.
Salve, Gaules.
Zelão do céu.
Vambora. Zelão tá de XM. A arma é boa, eu aprovo. Tá? Tão em choque. Tem um UMP na mão do Azir, 2 AK, uma Zigzag, uma W, todo mundo de full buy. Fallen, é contigo, hein, Fallen. O Fallen tá no meio, o Fer tá avançado, ele avançou ali pra perto do L, né, do L não, né, da base, do meio, foda-se, tá em algum lugar, não sei o nome, da rampa. O Taquinho tá na B, junto com o Lucas, e o Zelão tá na o quê? Caverna. Tá na caverna de Lincoln Law de XM. Vamos ver. Zelão, o Zelão veio pra fechar caixão, hein? Vai ser caixão. Vamos na do Zelão. Vai ser caixão fechado, hein? Vamos ver. Porra,
tudo nosso.
Mano, a maior patifaria seria o Zelão fechar esse caixão dos caras de XM. Avisa o Zelão aí, ô torcedor, avisa! Olha lá, o Zelão falou, é aqui, hein? Você viu os olhos esbugalhados do Zelão? Ele falou, é aqui, professor, é aqui, verdadeiro. Olha lá. Zelão, é agora. É hora de brilhar, Zelão. Faz seu nome, Zelão. Fecha o caixão dele, Zelão. Meu Deus, não, Zelão. Não.
Patrocínio milionário do Ultrafarma na camisa.
Não. Boa, Fallen. Não plantou. Falta um. Mata o Kim. Ah, tudo nosso, brasileirinho. Tudo nosso. Que momento. Ah, que momento, mano. Que momento, brasileirinho. Que momento. Pode comemorar, velho. Brasil na ponta da tabela, velho. Já vamos pro outro jogo aí, velho. Já vamos. Que momento, hein, brasileirinho? Que momento. Tudo nosso. Eita. E nada do NRG também, velho. Ih, Tarik do céu, velho. Que momento. E Kaká vai lá, velho. Caralho, mano. Que momento, ó, vamos respirar aqui, ó, vou trazer aqui, ó, mano, eu vim preparado pra esse evento, eu vou desse daqui, ó, cadê?
Confia no verdadeiro.
Confia, eu vou desse daqui, ó,